Hello everyone, it's me, your local Fela vtuber, not elf on the shelf, Fela'lyr. Today, right, yes, finally, one of my anticipated games are out and I want to play with you. I hope you're ready as I am, because I'm not ready at all. I just see my screen just fucked itself over. Well, thank you, screen. I'm really happy you do this to me. Look at it, look at it. Wah. Wah. There we go. Getting there, getting there. Ta-da! As if I've learned how to do this. I'm a magician, and magic tricks you will see here a lot, because I am an elf, not on the shelf. If I'm on the shelf, you will see gremlin magic. So let's go right into my game. I have not started it at all, so it's gonna be super new for me. I'm really looking forward to it. And you're gonna hear some scuffed voice acting again. You know, the stuff you like. Turnabout Trump. Oh, I'm so in the way of the stuff. I don't know where to position myself. What's going on? Showdown time. You lose. Eek! Eek! What's going on? What's going on? I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. April 20, 9:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Panicked, palms sweaty, mom's spaghetti. I can admit it. I'm nervous. Good morning. Ooh, who are you? Good morning, sir. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. And that screeching noise, is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide, I guess. Justice doesn't start small, huh? I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Throats of Steel voice workout. I'm fine. That explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech. How we did again. You look so cool. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Drift gotten, sir? I'm all over the drift. As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. Oh. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. The music's so good. My name's Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm the new attorney. And today's my first trial. Not a word or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way. It's me. Just less spiky. Less sooty. What happened to him? What? Good morning. Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial, nervous, meeting him, cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? Yeah, that's totally like me too. I'm getting so nervous when I have to do first things first. Oh, I totally feel Apollo Justice there. Info, I am Fela Wright. So, you're fine. I'm fine. Mr. Fine, is it? Oh dear. That's a good start. Oh no. I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we have to agree. My words. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why? You'll see. Huh? You can do it, and be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. It's time, shall we? Yes, sir. What happened? Do you guys know what happened? Why does he look like, how should I say it? It's not that bad. Why does he look so rugged? I do like him rugged. It gives him a different vibe. But what's going on? Okay, I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice. Yes, here come we. I starting to have personal issues here. I'm Fela Wright. I'm not justice. and yet I'm justice. Is this what schizophrenia feels like? Who was that guy? Who was that guy?
The court is now in session.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Too late.
Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial.
Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine, really. How many times is he gonna say I'm fine? He's like dying, wounded. It's like, just scratch a wound, sir. Just scratch a wound.
Are you quite sure?
Your voice sounds a bit strained.
Mr. Gavin?
Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading this case. That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always see to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice.
Well, of course he wants justice, but to trust his case to his greenhorn.
Why? I mean, just because Mr. Sudi's green doesn't mean you have to throw jabs like this, sir, honor, sir, honor. How dare?
I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine, but does he have courts of steel? Yes. Does he have courts of steel?
Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. It's truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
It is me. It's not just my twin brother or anything. It is me. I used to look so dashing. I mean, look at my hair. I used to look so good. What happened to me? What happened to me? Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Wait, piano player? That sounds kinda handsome. Mr. Wright, how could this ever happen?
I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution should be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
To think, I saw you enter this room as a fresh attorney, and now I see you leave in chains.
Oh, Vincent Payne, subtle as ever, I see. The Royal Payne is back too, with the worst haircut I ever seen him. What is that even? That's not even a mullet. That's like a mix between a mullet and balding. It looks so. Why?
The crime occurred at the Borscht Ball Club.
Borscht Ball Club at Russian restaurant. Oh, is Borscht Russian? Oh dear.
The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and hit him. Wham! On the head smack, killed him cold.
A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was...
The pianist of the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright, a
Pianist?
Yeah. And this is the weapon that took the victim's life.
A bottle of grape juice. Is it grape juice or is it Japanese grape juice? Because Japanese grape juice is wine. Is it grape juice? I think it's wine. I think it's wine. It's Japanese grape juice.
The grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
The court accepts deadly bottle as evidence. A deadly bottle added to court record. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filled in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. On the court record, right? I've heard of that. I'm so smart. I've heard of court record. It's not like I came studying for several years. Let's see. Smith's Odyssey. Victim's name Shady Smith. Age unknown. Male. Estimated time of death April 17 between 1:45 and 2:15. Cause of death cerebral hemorrhaging resulting from a blunt trauma to the forehead. Oh. We don't see it. I guess because the hat is in the way. And there's a bottle on the table. Some chips. Ooh. I see. I see. And that's the bottle. Ooh, 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 ooh. What's this? I mean, what's this? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's I remember the Ace Attorney Trilogy when you are playing as Phoenix Wright defending a girl named Emma. You had that too. You can look around and do fingerprints and other things. Oh, I love that. Oh, I didn't know you can do that as well here. The bottle is completely empty. Well, that's... Gee. Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. I wonder how well it goes with borscht. It's Japanese grape juice. Ooh! My Tony badge. There's a number inscribed on the back of the badge. There's many numbers like it, but this one is mine. Proof that I am a Tony. To tell the truth, I get a happy feeling inside just looking at it. That's pretty cool. I remember the case where someone pretended to be Phoenix Wright and just made a badge out of cardboard. That was so hilarious, and no one even questioned it. Oh, that was great. Let's talk more with Christoph is his name. Christoph Gavin. That sounds kind of German. Christoph. Or Norwegian. I'm confident in your abilities to handle this. Right, just use R. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. I already did that. Oops. So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this Shady Smith fellow?
We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor.
A traveler?
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for numbers of years. He had only returned to this country recently, for his place of residence is unclear.
And he had some sort of connection with the defendant?
And that too is unclear at present, Your Honor. But I believe they first met at the Borscht Ball Club on the night of the crime.
If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slights at the defendant's piano playing?
Well, that doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motivation has nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not the piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As you can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a... Nah, why are you so fast? That's a crime in itself.
Indeed, it appears the defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal. I'm based, yay!
It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, and yet it was only that, again, in the pure sense, a competition, Your Honor.
competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, the backs wrapped in blue flame, know its final outcome. Come again.
On the cards on the table, it blues backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women.
What the heck? I didn't remember the pain was like this. But pain is always your first enemy in a way. Whenever you have the tutorial, you always clash with a pain. I think there are like 3 different pains in the current Ace Attorney universe. There's Vincent Payne, then there's his brother, and then there's his long descendant. I actually don't remember if there was a Payne when you played the Layton and Ace Attorney mix-up. Was there a Payne? I need to play that one again.
I started to sound like him too. Oh god.
That would be our first order of business here then, to find out more about this fatal game of cards.
Why am I so silent? Why am I so mysterious? What happened to me?
Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure.
This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing. No, here goes justice. Witnesses.
The competition. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is. A game. And our customers are happy.
Well, apparently not that happy if they die. Death doesn't sound happy to me.
A pianist who can't play piano?
A pianist.
That sounds like a baker. I am a pianist. Better than our defense.
No, wait, wrong voice. How could I? Better than our defense attorney who can't defend.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it.
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets where?
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy too. My brain freeze strained and raspy, sir.
Oh, you just want to cuddle him. Oh, you boo. You'll be fine, Justice. You got me. You got me.
You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. For I've never done one yourself. You've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
I'm a pro. I'm Fela Wright. I don't need refreshers.
What to do? Shall I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in examination?
No. I'm a pro. I'm Fela Wright, Ace Attorney.
No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered. I think you'd better do more than think. You know it, or you do not.
I'm fine. The courts of steel are ready for battle.
My weapons, press and presents. Find any inconsistencies, any lies, and the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. Inconsistencies? Lies? Phoenix Wright? As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it. Oh, Justice idolizes me. Look at him, so young, so not so green as me.
Ah, looks so cute, adorable, like a little puppy.
The defense may begin cross-examination.
I'm just gonna press on everything. You can hardly play?
Oh, I play sometimes, and when customers demand it. So I play them like one song, that's usually all they want.
Was that supposed to be a boost right now? The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large.
Then why are you really at the Bushbow Club?
They pay you just to play poker? That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all. Bah. Do I detect pride in the statement? It's just hard to be an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine.
Yes. Your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston.
What?
I've played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost. Once.
What? If you think that you played 7 years for every day, I'm bad at math, but that's super a lot. How? How can you do that? What?
You see why the customers come now.
Defeat the undefeated poker champion.
It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw.
Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time?
As said, I'm a professional.
He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once? Is that even possible?
Yeah, I'm questioning right now too. Biggest lie ever.
The room where I play and the competition are the club's main attractions. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction?
It has quite a history actually. The Bushbow Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
Black market?
All in the past, things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of these being made under the table. Right there in that room. A smoky room, gambling hoods, you know, just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through the small window. I can practically picture it now.
One thing that does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout but little else.
The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun.
Objection about the clean, sir. There's a murder.
Two decks of cards. A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate two decks, no one can slip in cards. There's something else I've noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor, each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's pretty, really. Incidentally, we use two types of cards at the club. One deck cards was red, the other blue. As I recall in poker, you make 5 cards hands. I can see how it would be easy to cheat. Yeah, a game of hands. This competition you're talking about, I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
That's right. It was a simple game after all. I sound so fucking unsure. Pathetic me. Do not mind me, I'm gonna eat a little bit of my pie. Because I'm a pie maniac. Breakfast. So delicious.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment the crime occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime?
That's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expect to hear cry of objection from the defense. I completely let that one slip by. Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir? Right. There's something I'd like to make clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand. And I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not? There's so strange between them two already. Also, he ate dinner with Wright. How can he not say anything? Like, he can be like, yeah, I ate dinner with him. It's impossible. It's weird. Isn't it also a conflict of interest that if you are good friends with that person and then defend them? I thought there was something like that. How odd.
Oh, very well. The defendant will amend his testimony.
Or is that maybe why I am there but he's helping me? I could be like that. I could be like that. Just one little press. And I've got myself a whole new testimony. I could press everywhere. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon, which is a lie because he's drinking the grape juices. So we need to take it and present.
Objection!
I wish I could scream like that. I don't think my voice would do it. So, you say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle, right?
So I said. Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
He sounds like a witch. Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see. And it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints. What was that?
No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine.
Excessive yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case. But what about my cords of steel? I slammed the table instead. Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's true.
They wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. Huh? But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
Upside down? What does that mean?
It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can be only one reason for that.
Ooh, smack dabble.
Yes, the brain someone with the bottle.
Ugh. Guess there's some cords of steel training as well when I yell all the time.
Ah, eek! Ooh!
Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse. Oh, I see no problem with justice. Huh?
The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see. Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court? I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be a reason.
Objection!
Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin? On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police? Yeah, who was it actually? Wasn't it him? We saw that in the trailer. That it was, or should have been him at least. And then he was talking to someone. Who was that?
Well, defender was defender, Mr. Wright, but still,
Really?
yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported from the nearest scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone.
Near the scene?
Let's take a look at this diagram of the murder scene, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in the hallway to go above ground.
Ah, that was that. What is that slimy stuff on the piano? What the heck?
Ew! What is that?
Oh, I hope it's just club, but it looks too weird for just being club.
The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
I see. And this is the phone that made the call.
Right cell phone added to the court. Court.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so choose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he's being uncooperative?
Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I'd better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
Toy, I assure you, no one has more serious about.
What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred. How can you possibly know this? Oh, that's a good question. How indeed?
How?
Yeah, because he went upstairs. The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has decisive witness.
You're as good as they say you are.
So someone else was in the room the night of the crime. That must mean they witnessed the crime. Everything up to now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
I am. Fela Wright, I'm more than just ready.
Very well, the prosecution may call its first witness to the stand.
Ooh. The witness will state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness?
I surmise she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking thoughts. Where is the little hair gel? Relax, people. I look handsome enough for everyone.
Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, Discord will cut them off.
You are sure?
I swear it on my gavel. Please, come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? Well, if you are sure, it is okay. Yeah, look at her. She's cute.
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? Wait a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witness paraphernalia?
Ah, yes. She is professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be...
Yeah, why is she having a camera? My name is Olga Orly. I am employed as a waitress in the Borscht Club restaurant.
Then why the camera?
Of course, it's my pride to serve borscht, that is, naming restaurant. But I also perform, how it is said, other service.
I take it on of those other services taking the customers' pictures.
Da. Like, for example, this one. What?
That is the defendant?
Indeed. On the night of the murder. Man in white hat is one who was gone kaput. Indeed.
That is the victim.
Has gone kaput.
So cute. Order! Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
It is the same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually. I like her.
Then the court will casually accept this new evidence.
Olga's photo added to the court record. Very casually. Should have added that. Casually dropped it into the record. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in the room, the hideout, we call it. Hideout? Like that rock star? Hide? Out? Hide. Jekyll and Hyde. Why is it written like this? I will not understand it right now. Excuse me? The hideout? This room where famous gangster, but guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. Famous gangster, bad guy was arrested. His room where a murder took place. What? You look of utter surprise. It is a lovely... I will post my courtroom door later for you. Da, photos will be numbered and you will write which ones you want a copy of. Hi, Rainbow Pikachu! Lovely to see you! I hope your week has started well. How's it going? So, there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime? Yeah, okay, so 3 people, meaning we have another person we can rub off being the murderer. That's very good stats for us right now. Very good stats. I'm doing well. Good, you're doing well too. Thank you. Started with my favorite game. Well, favorite game. I have never played this one. Going totally blind in here. Really excited. What are you gonna do later? You're going blind in, straight in. Never seen this one before, but it's my favorite game. I work in mysterious ways.
But yes, 3 people. That's good stats. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. Oh, I hope everything goes well at the doctor. Thank you for coming in and say hi quickly. That's so sweet of you. Mwah. All the best wishes. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means it's her. I'm already settled on it.
Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about that night's events.
Witness testimony! That fateful night. That night, customer asked me to deal cards for a game. It was called both players played with hats on, da. And the victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then last hand is done. But something terrible has happened, da. The man flew at victim and is strangling him to death. Oh dear. Well, that sounds not good for us. Fela Wright is not impressed.
Incidentally, who won the game?
Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, clear objection right there, I agree. That's ridiculous, because Mr. Wright can't lose. Well, if we go by that, why is he not in the thorny anymore? Huh? Tell me that. Why does he look like this? You will never tell me.
Justice?
Maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. But he can't. He hasn't lost in 7 years.
Take it from me, kid. I didn't lose a case in my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I have some evidence here.
Oh, that looks decisive. I never played poker. I have no idea what this is. But I see the cards. Both of them have a full house. They have a blue deck. So about the blue hands that Mr. Gavin talked about, that seems true. And they have something like chips, and there's a murder weapon. Is the card on the floor meaning anything? I'm gonna remember that card on the floor at least.
These are the poker chips as delayed the very moment of the crime. And the hand and the chips on that hand belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. As one of the fair side along to the victim makes a shift.
I'm starting to get a cramp in my cheek when I make his voice. Ah. There we go.
Chips, you say?
I mean, yes. Imagine that the poker is war. And your hand is your army, and the chips are the spoils.
I know that. After all, I'm in my youth known as the pokerhead of courtroom number 3.
I think he means poker face. Poker head. Yes, you're gonna be poker head for me, not just because you wanted material honor.
Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim side of the table.
Tips for that. Sounds delicious.
Well, very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
I would take on the cross. That sounded bad. That fateful night. I'm just gonna press you on everything. I need flavor text. You were dealing cards. Do you do this often? Da, I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. It is my work.
It's good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service. Welcome you to Bush Bow Club, where Bush is as warm as the waitress. Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination. I love those games. They're so chaotic. I love chaotic energy. It's so great. It was called above players played with hats on. Da. It's already April. How could you be cold? At the Bushbow Club, we have pride in authentic, rustic Russian restaurant. Oh, I said it without problems. I'm awesome. Outside this is city in spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia. No way I'm going there. When it comes to hot borscht, cold is positioning, da. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. His locket? I believe it was good luck charm, da. He gripped it many times as he played that night. Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and to the stars. Oh, it was small enough to fit around his neck. It wouldn't have much lift. The defense would like to clarification. This is a locket we're talking about. I mean a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket. Of course, I knew that. It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that. No, a locket is a locket. It is considered a bad form of poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society. Hard of hearing or hard of understanding?
So, what happened next?
I just imagine it, how he holds on to it on the rocket locket and goes into the sky. Then the last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. Let's see that one. Something terrible? The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
Oh, let me shout. I have the cords of steel.
Sorry. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing.
Now, Miss Orley, can you tell us what happened?
Oh, I was so frightened. Da, I trembled with fear. I'm not sure about this one. Like, the man flew at him and strangled him to death. Pretty sure death was caused by a single blow. Also, wait. He doesn't have a necklace here. Where's the necklace? Can I choose to show him about the necklace thing? Present? Okay, apparently I can't yet, huh? Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statement? I'm sure I follow you. I don't follow myself either, apparently. It clearly contradicts I thought... You don't sound very sure, Mr. Justice. Objection overruled. I don't think there won't be any points with the judge. I'm not cooking yet. I'm overcooking. Strangled to death. Okay, maybe I can show him that it was not strangling to death. I mean, I did it. Of course I did it. I am Fela Wright. Proud ace at 40. Oh, really? Strangled? You say? That's odd. Da, normal customers only choke a borscht. What kind of borscht is that? No, I mean, this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Eek! Miss Orley? Really now? Miss O'Reilly now? I don't think I started to understand her last name. Really? Do you witness the crime? Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
Yet, it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah. But why is he having his hat on? Did it happen with the hat on? And it was just like, until someone of the police took the hat away. No wonder she couldn't do it. But that means she wouldn't be the murderer either. How odd.
Here's a photo of we took.
Oh god, let me start over that again. I have too many thoughts in my head to talk.
Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigations.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? This hat certainly was hit.
But he still doesn't have the necklace. Maybe I can use it with that picture. But I have seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at the victim, his neck. Oh, really, Miss O'Reilly? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? After the contradiction. Big one. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. It seems you should continue the cross-examination.
There's such things as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it. Ooh. There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. That's mine. It's like the devil. Okay, let's go. Maybe I can use the victim he played. Locket. Yes. I think it's that one. Because now here we can see much better that there's nothing on his neck. Totally nothing. It's bare. Just like... Well... I'm not gonna say it. It's gonna be mean. But it's the truth. Let's see. I was correct. You know? There was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. After being mean to him, you greenhorn. But what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it was you were thinking about so intensely about?
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said.
I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness' grammar.
No, but look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time it's gonna make me... I don't want to get copyright striked. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this. But what does it mean?
If we were to believe this witness testimony as it is, then the locket disappeared, following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no? Taking it off? Wait, you don't mean the defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all? It was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Oh. Monkey voices, monkey sounds. No wait, that's a creative seal. Art. Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Oh wait, wrong voice, doesn't matter. You just had a face of youth.
Say,
Yes.
I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. Look at this photograph. Photo of my dog. What? Excuse me? Excuse you? You have a daughter? You have a daughter? Sir? Sir? This is Wendy's. How can you have a daughter? Come again? Yeah, come again.
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
I confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
So, Mr. Wright has a locket too? I do not buy that this is just a coincidence. Yeah, that's way too weird of a coincidence. But why is... Maybe he smuggled a picture of the daughter inside, and behind it would be something that shows us the true locket. But I guess I didn't look at it that much. Ah, please. Never doing the work.
Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost badly.
Ah, what was that? What was that? Don't look away from me. You're lying. You're lying. You're not telling us the truth. Bad little girl.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant.
Duh. Serious competition. The game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabbed a bottle from the table and...
Indeed, looking at this picture,
I'm not good at math, but this looks weird. Okay, it was 3,000. 500 for each. That means it's 7,000 in total, right? But if the big ones would be the 1,000 ones, then it doesn't add up. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. So it'd be the small ones that are the 1,000 ones. That'd be 4,000 had. I was winning. I never lost. I told you I never lost. I didn't lie. Apparently I didn't lie. Right. Didn't know I have to do math here. Oh, it feels all like the Professor Layton and Ace Attorney, where you had to do quizzes and then go in trial and then the big investigations with the riddles again. It was pretty good, but and my brain was burning. That was actually my introduction into the Ace Attorney series. Yes, it was the Professor Layton and Ace Attorney mashup collab. It was a pretty good game. But I was so lost when we had to start a trial. I was like, I've never played this before. What's going on? But it has become one of my favorite series over the time. So, let's see. It does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Fela'lyr must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
Hi Nardiani, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Are you doing well? Start of the week gets started. I hope so. Best if Monday start awesome.
How many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor. And I won't do it again. A common tale, but true.
Gee, Your Honor. I wonder how long he has been to court now. He always looks the same. It's been now. Start of the week and I have to go to work. Oh no, oh no. I hope it be a good start at least in work. It's good that you're doing well. I'm doing great. I debuted this last Friday and I'm on the grind. I'm having fun. I'm loving it. So much fun. If it was me, I would have like debuted so much earlier, but I didn't have everything yet. Ah, but it's so much fun. Finally playing games. My favorite game, Ace Attorney, Justice. I've not played it before, so I'm going blind in, wreaking havoc into the courtroom as Fela Wright. I'm looking really forward to it. I heard only good things about the Apollo Justice story. Let's see. A common tale but true. Common tale of murder. But yes, how old is our Mr. Judge here? It's been 7 years and he looks the same. I wonder if he's always gonna be the same. The immortal judge. The poker head of courtroom number 3, immortal judge. Me thinks the judge watches too many old court... Oh. Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. Yeah, if we eliminate the other thing, the one that is over must be the possible truth. Something I learned in Tales of Xillia. Serious competition. Never played Ace Attorney? I really recommend it. You have like trials where you have to use a little bit of brain, which I don't have, and to represent stuff that if it likes a contradiction, you can be like, ha, objection, you're wrong. It wasn't the bottle, it was this vase, and the vase wasn't even in the room, therefore he couldn't have been the murderer. Something like that, but you have to find stuff out doing also the investigation parts. No brain, just go brrrr. Yeah, especially early in the mornings, but that's gonna be the fun part. And you have to wake up and be like, I can do this. No, but I love the investigation part, but I get sidetracked a lot and be like, I have talked to this person, I have showed her everything I had, I think, and I went there and everywhere, but apparently I didn't show her that one item that she would give me flavor text that I could go on. Yeah, but I really like the investigation parts. The stories are also really, really good, and the end they kind of always connect. So it's kind of like you go to one case and be like, this is weird. Second case be like, yeah, that was very out of its well. Third case be like, it all connects, oh my god, what's happening in here? And the fourth one is usually the final one, I think. Yeah, the fourth one is usually the final one, and then it's like mind-blowing, debated, everything. It's really good, I recommend looking at it. But yes, welcome to the No Brain Club, nerdy. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm just gonna press on everything again because flavor text, delicious. Are those the usual starting points where any special rules are used? No, not special. Usual game, usual rules. If each of man begin with 3,500 points, then the total would be exactly 7,000 points. Please, this isn't calculus, it's not even long division. What's long division? I've never heard of this before. House chips come in 2 sizes, small and large. Are the chips in the photo all the chips that we used? Of course. Huh? Something's more than just fish. What was that?
Why is she hiding from me now? I didn't use my horns or my voice yet.
Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips. Are they edible? Because they make me hungry every time I hear chips. Explain? What is there to be explained? Oh, I actually covered his voice pretty good.
Poker chips are poker chips. And they are not fish and chips.
Shh, shh. Pain, stop talking about food. I'm hungry. Why are they like pushing away the text bubbles away so fast? I want to read everything. Now that I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even? Yet, as I have been saying before, it was game, not gambling. But perhaps to capitalists to understand. Low blow. 2 types of chip. 100 points chip and 1,000 point chip. Yeah, that's the normal rules that I remember. Sometimes you have like also 500 depending on the rules. But since there were only 2 types, I figured it like that. It is not money, the justice. Sir, don't you find her comment interesting? Is it? Is it interesting? Oh, it's because then I can prove that she hid. She didn't lie. She just didn't told us that we have the wrong assumption of the chips. Yes. I'm cooking. Soon I'll be overcooking again and do everything wrong. In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it to add her to the testimony myself. Well, does the defense want the witness to add to her testimony? Add to the testimony, yes. I'm cooking. Fella's cooking. I'm cooking. Fella's cooking is cooking. Yes, I do think deserves scrutiny. Scrutiny? That sounds like pirate language. Add it to the testimony. That sounds like pirate language. Very well, witness. If you would be so kind. No, wait, that's scurvy. That's scurvy, not scrutiny. Shame, but different. That, Your Honor. She's looking away. Every time she's saying something silly, she's looking away. Let's see. Tips photo. Ha! I was correct. I am cooking. You sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure.
It seems our new attorney has a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in the kindergarten.
Just for the safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. And as for the I see small chips and I see large chips, tell me which were worth 1,000 points.
Alright, the big ones, of course. Duh.
I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up.
I didn't thought so. I noticed the first time I saw the picture something doesn't add up.
It's like me and alchemy ingredients. Just because they're the big ones doesn't mean I need to have a lot of them. No, the big ones are always the ones I have the most less of it because they're big ones.
So, let's see. The totals.
Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips. Oh, great. And the combined total value of the chip was 7,000 points.
Yes, if I may, my
calculations are correct. Let's see. 3 plus 1, carry the 5. They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time I'm gonna have a DMC strike.
allegedly shows all the chips. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up, how much is it? Oh wow. Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, aren't you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. Just as I thought. This clearly contradicts the witness testimony. But does it? More contradicts what we thought. This isn't really her fault, just you didn't told us.
But why? How could this be?
Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why. Right, there's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Both are right. Look at this. Starting points are wrong, chips count was wrong, both are right. Like, Wright is right that he never lost, but she is right that there were 7,000 chips, so both are right in their own terms, but she was not really cooperative. Yes.
I'm cooking. Oh, I'm cooking. I have the brains today. I think I bored someone's brain cell tonight.
Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in the photograph, then there can be only one answer.
Well, what is it?
The value of the chips was the other way around.
What?
Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones.
Madness! Utter madness!
Show me the photograph of the chips again.
There are 6 small chips and then 10 large chips. Why? That does make 7,000 points when you add them up.
Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself.
Low blow, sir. Low blow.
Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. I didn't figure it out before anyone else.
But wait! The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing.
Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still.
Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. Yep, it changed everything. He was correct. Wright had 4,100 points. Well now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all.
It's impossible.
My client had even less reason to kill the victim now. It was super lovely to see you, Nerdy. I hope everything goes well at work. Thank you for coming. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Obligation kisses. Yes, everyone gets kisses here. Everyone's gonna be cozy and kissy and get a goodbye kissy. I wish you a great day, and if I don't see you again, a great week. You deserve it. Bye bye. After all, he was winning. Yes, Mr. Wright was winning, so he was correct 7 years in a row. See, that's one lucky streak, or maybe it's his bluffing. I mean, we know he was awesome at bluffing in the games. He is also known as that Tony that bluffs his way through. I'm not gonna yell him. I need to calm my voice a little bit. Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were at the scene of the crime, weren't you? I like how she's really good. Oh, that thing that she does reminds me of a fun fact. Fun fact of the day.
In Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire, did you guys know that he did that trace scene all by himself 156 times? Yeah, 156 times until he had the take. They didn't use any CGI or anything. He did it by himself until he perfected it. And she reminds me of that. That was fun fact of the day.
Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive. And Mr. Wright is supposed to defeat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether we can...
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Excuse me, what is it, Miss Orley?
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
See what, Miss Orley? What did we see?
in the last hand there was cheat. What? He was cheating? Who was cheating?
Cheat? You don't mean a trick?
Wait, or do you mean a scam?
They're all the same thing. Yet they are. But a trick is magical. Yes, there was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are. Great, just great. First we have lying, now we have cheating, then we have divorce. Well, this case certainly has taken a turn. What interesting. You seem to enjoy yourself, Mr. Gavin. He seems like, ah yes, this is great. I think that's why he took it on, because he knows that every case with Mr. Phoenix Wright in it is just so interesting and weird that he's like,
I'm just gonna watch. This is awesome. Does anyone have popcorn? Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
yes, tell us about it. Tell us. The final hand. The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment game becomes argument. Duh. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand. Poor Mr. Smith. Miss Orley, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? Yeah, we could have like skipped math education. I found to smell the cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. Throw back the covers.
A full house is a very high scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience.
And that alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin? What's a full house? What's a full house? Ah! Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Streamlabs is moderating a little bit. I'm still haven't figured it out really. But hi! To you as well! I saw it! Ah! How are you doing? So good to see you, even if Streamlabs just moderated. I'm very sorry, Emma. I'm so sorry. Streamlabs moderated you. Apparently everything in caps doesn't accept it. I need to change that. I would do it after the stream because I don't know how to do it. I need to Google a little bit. What's a full house? I think full house is the full house the biggest? I thought royal flush was the best. How do you do a royal flush? Does that even exist in poker? Ah! And oh my god, Fela stream. At least you can see it up here in the chat here. it's so good to see you. I'm happy you're doing uni works. I see. I think I'm gonna turn off Streamlabs soon. I don't need it. You haven't taken. It's good to see you, but uni work. Wow. You were the whole night awake. Are you doing well? Do you need coffee and cookies? Coffee and cookies? You have coffee and cookies here. Well, I have pie here because I'm a pianist, while Phoenix Wright is a pianist. Almost the same word set, super different. Ah, anything from me? Aw, and big hugs, cuddles, cookies, coffee. Yes, that's good. You're doing okay. I've started with Apollo Justice, as you see. Yay! Let's go. 2 hours? You need more than 2 hours, dear. You deserve more. You're working so hard on your uni stuff. You deserve more. I hope 2 hours are enough for you. Not that you get burned out. We don't want that. No. Everyone needs to take care of themselves. It's an order. You need to hydrate, eat well, and sleep well. This is my order as your new elf not on the shelf idling. But sleep well when you go. I hope everything goes well with the uni stuff. And soon you can take a long naps. Do you have soon a vacation again from the uni? Like, oh, hi, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Onigiri girl. Onigiri girl, yes. Yeah, take your 2 hours nap. You deserve it. Good night kisses for good dreams. Take care. Don't let anything stop you from napping. Yeah. Oh, you're feeling awful. No, that's not good. I hope everything goes well. Yeah, you can. That's what I'm always saying. If you need a day off, don't feel ashamed to take a day off, because if you're not feeling well mentally or physically, take a day off. Even if it's mentally, have a mental health day. Have cookies. Go out shopping a little bit. Say it was a doctor appointment, you just came home. If anyone asks you, just take care. You guys need to take care. Like, your health mentally and physically is like a little flower that we need to take care of, right? And if there is stress or other toxic waste, we need to stop it, right? You can't give bad water to flowers. No, that doesn't work. So you have to stop it. And how to stop it? That we have to find out. If it means having a day off and just taking care of that little garden, then we take that day off. It's important. You are important. Everyone matters in this world. So take those 2 days off. Enjoy them, relax, sleep as much as you need, eat a little bit of sweets. Just treat yourself like the queen you are. I hope everything goes well. Preach. Yes, I'm preaching right here. But yes, do that. It's an order. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, a pain. Texting. Yes. Hilarious these days. You don't know your poker? I don't know. I never played poker.
I can say this bodes well for your case or career.
What is this? Some kind of secret court poker? behind after office hours, you have the secret pokering from the courtroom number 3, where only the big ones are in, and first rule of the secret court poker ring is we don't speak of it. It's like Fight Club. Oh,
that would be great. No wonder he's called the poker head of courtroom number 3. We have figured it all out. There's a secret poker ring going on, and we're not invited. Not sure if I like that. Justice. You know the terms of 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. It sounds like it's the biggest problem already. 2 cards with the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes a 3 of a kind. Good. Now picture a hand with 1 pair, and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house. I see. So that's a full house, It looks like a big one too because it's aces. I wonder if depending on the value of the cards, or is it just pairwise? I remember there's so many rules for different card games. I never played them. That does sound very easy to make. No, it doesn't sound very easy to make. You can see each player's hand in this photo. Look at this photograph. Every time. Okay. Wow. They both have full houses. We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat. I would never. I, Fela Wright, swear to you, I have never cheated.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
If he does cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? So it is those who have the better value of hands, if it's the same hand, win. Alright. I understand. I think. The last hand, both men had full house. I'm gonna press it because I like whizzing you. And flavor text. Just how hard is it to make a full house anyway? It is quite hard, da. It is making a pair and a 3 of a kind at the same time. I guess that's right.
Very difficult to be sure. You can take my word as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
See, I knew it. He's in the secret organization. Confirmed by himself. Very difficult, da, but it's not impossible. Okay, full house, hard. This line of questioning, a waste of time. 4 of each card take from ace to king. Press. 4 of each card, you say? Da, there is 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club for each card. It is interesting fact that this number of 4 comes from number of seasons. Huh, you don't say.
And did you know that the cards are numbered 1 to 13? Add all the cards in a deck and you get 364 a year.
You don't say. Isn't that 1 day short? Yeah, what's your thinking? And that's why each deck has 2 jokers. And they say the second joker stands for the leap year. That's they have perfection representation of the year all in a deck of cards. You don't say. We have learned something now. I actually didn't know that. I wonder who came up with that. We're going to be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this. I found that very interesting. How is cheap more obvious? How was it clear? Yeah, I was just thinking. The defendant, he played a 5th ace. A 5th ace? I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. And Mr. Wright's too. Obviously, cheating was afoot.
Perhaps I should say a hand.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's painful choke. Very well, the witness will add this detail to her testimony, please.
Yeah, because I remember not. I don't remember this. I don't remember this. And for they have 3 kings.
Yeah, it's 3 kings.
Mr. Smith had 3 aces.
Yeah, 3 kings. She remembers wrong. Or something happened. I mean, there are cards lying on the floor. Maybe like there's the 3rd king hidden. No, the 3rd ace hidden with stuff in it. No one saw it because it's a bother.
Objection!
Let's see. Let's see. It appears the witness is mistaken. Mistaken, but my name. Look at this piece of evidence. Clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. That's the photo of the chips, is it not? Justice. Perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend. In other words, use your finger to point out your point. Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo. What particular point contradicts the witness statement?
It's that one. It's that one.
Miss O'Reilly, in your testimony you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3... Why do you push it away? 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces. Eek!
Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question.
Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant had 2 aces in his hands. Well, that makes 4. No cheat there. I see cheating alright. And it's going on right here in this courtroom.
It does. There's cheating going on. There's cheating going on.
Not for me. 2 aces in each player's hand. Thus make 4 aces total. Hardly proof of cheating. Wait, please. It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you. That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I have seen her all day. You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. What might they be, Mr. Gavin? If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards. Why would we? I don't understand. The cards? Mr. Payne?
Yes?
The players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? Were they? Why am I not knowing about this? I thought I'm the lawyer here, not you. The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court. Very well, the prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards? Well, these cards don't prove cheating. What's going on? Nothing. Well, now, which of these hands is more suspicious? Well, since something went suspicious on the defendant's hands, missing ace, we say the defendant's, right? Let's start. Oh no, wait, that was wrong. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I meant the victim.
See, I overcooked. Painful. When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. Try using the right stick and turn it around each way and X and Y to zoom in and out. That should give you a better perspective on the case. Okay, let's do this. Me. Nothing wrong. I was me. The card backs are red. For some reason I thought that we were using blue cards in the final hand. Didn't you, Mr. Given? Huh? Oh, which was it now? Well, has the defense found anything they would like to share with the court? Yeah. I'm so stupid. Perhaps you best examine the victim's cards next. Of course, you can always give the cards another look. Well, do I examine the other cards? Yeah, examine the other hand, please. Your Honor, the defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's hand.
Granted, but make it quick, Mr. Justice.
Don't worry, justice is always swift. No, I wasn't swift. No. Ah! Which one was it? It was one of the kings, the middle one. What? Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. The back of its color. Back is different color. Of its color is different. Dramatic, hard. Fela talking normal. Impossible. Now that is impossible. Yeah, my words. Just a different thing. What? But I put that. But okay. It goes really quick with that. But she said, but I've put that card into the defendant's slip. What was that, Miss O'Reilly? No, yeah, merely said that I have Your Honor.
Mr. Gavin, yes.
Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To
Cheat?
I tell you, one merely needs a friend and comrade, shall we say. And the dealer. No wonder she's been like trying to hide stuff. But who's the murderer? Oh wait, so you mean this witness, Miss O'Reilly? She's the cheater, a professional advocator. Yeah.
Order!
Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. I mean, of her mistakes. I need to think over how Justice pronounces things.
Bruh.
Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard. That's impossible. But I put that card in the right hand. Yeah, I did read it correct, but it was so quick. It's like a sleight of hand in itself. Ergo. What a word. Miss Olga Orling conspired to cheat not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady. Na 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 na. Oh, I love that sound. Cooking, we are cooking. We are so cooking in this game. We are cooking tonight. We are cooking. Oh, we are so cooking tonight. Tonight? It's morning. Oops. Let's continue. Oh, she became ape. Not only She cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an alteration between her and the victim. What?
Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orly, are you?
Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of this incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means... Bam 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 bam! I am. The defense accuses the witness, Mrs. Olga Orly, of murder. Oh. I think I just murdered. Did I just kill her? Oops.
Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Mrs. Olga Orly?
It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice? Your Honor? It seems you've presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means I'm like so green behind the ears. Oh. That means, excuse me, it's my first day ever in trial. And this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
What? I didn't.
I held out.
I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Objection!
Why am I objecting? Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet.
What? Why not? I'm free. What nonsense is the defendant spewing on?
Think, one of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? I do actually, I do. Like especially the flavor text when I took the wrong one, and Gavin was like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." That was really suspicious because I remember he was the person that said about the competition being a competition of blue flames all over the floor and the purest of wits, something alike. But they were red. And then we had that one blue card. That's... Well, he did eat dinner. But he did eat dinner there, so... Maybe he played with the blue cards and just had it wrong in the head. He didn't know there were other cards. That could be.
What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous.
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know. Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous.
Look how proud I am. Yes, I am ridiculous incarnate.
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
Oh, are we gonna do like sum up the stuff? As said before, we alternate between 2 decks of cards that night.
I was said before.
The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck. Why use different colored backs? If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. Yes, use different colors and they still got mixed. Use the red deck for the last game. Yeah, but what about the previous game with Gavin? Maybe game 2. He was there, he said.
I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards.
Yeah, same here actually. Yeah, me too. I see. Mhm. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards.
Whatever. In the end, one card of the wrong color got mixed, which means there was cheating.
Yeah, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating, yet this card raises two serious questions. Does it? Does it? Apollo? What? No! No! I have no idea! Don't push this on me! No! Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There are three broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder.
Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course you...
Oh? It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be.
Ah,
I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? When was the card swapped into the deck? Well, if we consider before the murder, then Olga would have known that. She would not have said it wrong. She wouldn't have said 3 aces, right? So it couldn't have been before. And during the murder, I don't think that could work. I think you were too busy murdering and get away. You didn't have time to like accidentally swap it. That must have been after the murder. Because if it's during the murder, it would be more like chaos. And if it would be chaos after the murder still, the murderer would maybe fix them. In case blood also spills on it. Oh yeah, in case blood also spills on it, right? He had a huge blood blob on his head. So maybe he fixed them up and got that card that got the blood on it. Yeah, I think after the murder. I'm cooking. I say after the murder. It's just saved. I'm scared. Perhaps it happened after the murder.
objection. What's that? Ridiculous. What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly.
Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I take silly over impossible.
Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world and a very little impossible.
Oh, even when the back of the cards are different color? If you pulled that during the game, you should be caught in no time. Oh, quite true. That would mean the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown. After the murder.
Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I ask you now, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that?
Oh, indeed. That's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? Yes, simple, yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card? Who? The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room. Alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and a witness, Olga Orley. Okay, so who is that swapped the red card for the blue? I don't think Phoenix would do such a mistake about the blue card. And Olga seems like a professional card dealer as well, with swapping the cards. I don't think she would do that either, so I would go for someone else, I'll be honest. Because those two, they seem too smart to make such a mistake. Such a clear rookie mistake. I have a bad feeling, by the way. I have a bad feeling I know actually who it is. The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either.
What are you suggesting?
That's hardly logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it makes sense for you to make Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know, but But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color. Yeah, my words, my words, my words. I also would not think she would make such a rookie mistake. Seriously not.
And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is. You're enjoying yourself. I think you're the one with the popcorn. Fun? How about confusing? I've not had idea what the defense claiming, Your Honor. If the one swapped their card wasn't the defendant and it wasn't Miss Orley, then who was it? Yeah, who? Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it? Precisely. Huh? 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 I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna put a parrot on the stand again?
I had a pet, by the way, as well in the hideout, and it's my pet turtle. And depending on what you're gonna feed it, it will give you the case who the murderer was.
Oh, I love that case with the parrot. It was so silly.
A new direction. We'll
We'll find that indeed after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand, and that someone made 2 critical mistakes. Why is he so salty? Why is he so? Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh. Oh no, I'm getting it. Oh dear. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card. Because the one who did the swap didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number of the card. Right, the person replaced the 5th ace with a king. I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a 5th ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it. But there's one problem. According to our case record, the person doesn't exist. True, not until now, but you have to admit the possibility for a 4th person. Well, it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there the night at the scene of the crime. What? What indeed? What? Believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. What's going on?
This trial has proceeded on one central assumption,
Namely that
at the time of the incident there were only 3 people in that room.
I believe the new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption. Does it?
The problem is that you choose to conceal this information from the court.
I suppose that is a problem, yes.
Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Very well, the trial will resume in 20 minutes.
So he just revealed that Gavin was eating with him? That's interesting.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that.
I must ask. Oh no, he didn't actually not reveal that. I mean, I would they just said that basically he will stay at dinner. Because that's what Gavin told us. I must ask, is that the truth? Well, now, I think you would know the answer to that. Yeah. Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph. Justice, yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me. This is weird. I mean, why hasn't he told us about that Gavin ate dinner with him? Oh, what if he came back? I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I need something to drink. My pipe was a bit dry. So, what if Gavin came back because he forgot something and murdered? And Phoenix is having a hidden, like he's maybe figuring it out. You're well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Oh, you wondered about the victim's disappearing lockets. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. Ooh, she's cute. She's adorable. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Yeah, me too. I feel betrayed. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? Oh my god, if silence could break anything, it would like break ice. What is this? What do you think? You know what happened 7 years ago, what I did. What happened 7 years ago? It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I never honest, but it is odd he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like a trial now. Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win. Oh yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might be to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding? That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her dress to me. I only noticed she was like, when she was halfway lying, she was looking away. Did you notice? No? Come on, who knows that? I did. I did, and I'm proud of it. Words, habits, twitches. It's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. But I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy! Oh, great, it's the fall of Orleans. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. Nah, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? Well, you will soon.
Ah, almost forgot one more thing about this case. You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet.
What? I knew it.
I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power.
Huh? Power?
My, power?
I have no idea my Courts of Steel were that special. I don't think he means that. I mean, we literally used the Courts of Steel and they only brought us shame and pain. Especially pain in the court.
It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best.
To be continued? Mama. Mama. Are we gonna save? Yes. Ah, that was 2 hours of fun. I think that's great for today. Turn to games menu. There we go. Well, that's it for today. We are halfway and I think it's starting to confuse everyone now. What's going on in this case? Why is Phoenix not telling us anything? Why am I hiding things? This is utter confusing. What am I hiding? Is it that important I need to hide it? Well, I think we're gonna find that out next time. And that is tomorrow. I thank everyone who came to watch. Thank you. It was so nice seeing you all. And I will see you tomorrow, same time. Take good care. As said, your mental health and physical health is like a little flower and it deserves to be treated like a queen or a king or whatever you think you want. Only the cutest little dog in the whole world. Yes, you deserve to be treated. And if you feel tired, sleep. Take a day off. You deserve it. You're allowed to. You matter. And with that, I see you next time. Fela.